Straight out of Austin, Texas, this is On Second Thought, powered by Hookem.com. Giving you the latest on Texas Longhorn sports and everything in between. Here's your host, award-winning Statesman sports columnist, Cedric Golden.
on second thought.
Oh, look at Arch Manning. Oh, hit him with the two-step. Arch Manning, touchdown.
Big thanks to Will Matthews for joining us in the first segment. Man, I know we hit on those quarterbacks a little bit, but I'm going to expound on it. Anyway, Arch Manning, that 67-yard touchdown run was electric, and he has rock star written all over him. And but we need to be smart about this. Steve Sarkisian built this whole thing with Quinn Ewers as his quarterback, and it will continue to be Quinn's team when he comes back healthy. We'll get to Arch in a second, but let's commend QB1 for playing one hell of a game before he got hurt with that strained oblique. Reportedly he's week to week, but we all know that Quinn Ewers will not be playing against Louisiana-Monroe on Saturday. There's no reason to rush him back into the lineup, and I don't really think he's going to play against Mississippi State either. I think they're going to rest him for 2 weeks, and then that bye week's going to happen, and he should be healed up in time to get ready for the money game starting with Oklahoma and then Georgia. So he played great, man. He hit 14 of 16 attempts for 185 yards and a pair of touchdowns. He did have that inexplicable flutter ball that became a pick, but that was just one little blip. And I think that he's going to be fine. I think that Quinn knows he's handled this so professionally. He knows that Arch Manning has an enormous upside and that Arch is the future. But I think that Quinn is the present. So let's get him healthy if you're Texas, and then get him back for OU. I know there are a lot of people out there saying, let's roll with Arch, but I'm not one of them. Quinn is an experienced big game quarterback. He shut down the big house. He went to Tuscaloosa and shut down Nick Saban by 10 points in Tuscaloosa. Injury shouldn't change that. He will be back and just in time. And in the meanwhile, you know that Quinn's backup Arch Manning will get some really good game experience. It's always good to have two, man. A lot of college teams don't have one good quarterback. Texas has two. We know that Arch Manning is going to be really good, might win a Heisman before he's done here, and Quinn Ewers has shown what he can do in his couple of years as a full-time starter. Now, speaking of the kid, we did ask Steve Sarkisian about him. What did he think about Arch Manning's performance? And here's what Sark said on Monday.
Yeah, no, I thought Arch really made good decisions Saturday. Obviously, it was a very efficient day. I think he was like 9 of 12. And even his first play in, that was the third read. DeAndre was his third read. We were actually trying to get, I think it was Isaiah Bond in the flat. They guarded him. We were trying to hit Gunner on a corner. They guarded him, and then he found, DeAndre on the over route. So that was encouraging. It was first play in. He was getting to kind of his third read. But I thought the ball was really going to the right people. I thought he kind of missed a throw to DeAndre Moore a little bit later on kind of a corner route. Just hey, human nature. Sometimes we don't throw it perfect. And then, got pressured on the backed up throw. We were trying to hit the ball down our sidelines. And so the ball was, looked errant, but it was really just got hit on it. But the other thing that was encouraging, like I showed the team today, we talk about being a physical football team, and it's hard to quantify a quarterback being physical. But on the touchdown pass to Ryan Wingo, he takes a really good shot. The two guys come and hit him late on the delivery, but he's able to stand in there. He didn't flinch, and he delivered the touchdown pass. So definitely encouraged by that. Both times he pulled the ball to run was the right decision to do that. I know the second time we didn't block it great on the perimeter, but he made good decisions even in that realm of when to pull it and when to hand the ball off.
Hey, the guy was electric. He was electric in that 56-7 blowout. His 9 completions went for 223 yards and 4 touchdowns, and that's not even including the 67-yard run where he hit him with what the announcer called that two-step. That was some kind of move. And when you look at the natural ability, the preparation, the instincts that came from having 3 NFL quarterbacks in his family, it's going to happen for him, and he's putting in the work, and it's going to be great to watch him grow up in this sport. We did ask him after the game me personally, about what went into his performance. This is our conversation.
What does it say about your preparation that you guys didn't miss a beat? I mean, it seems like you prepare like you were going to start.
Yeah, that's what they've been trying to tell me all along, just to prepare like I'm the starter every week. I think we have some good guys that lay out a good game plan, whether it's Sark, Coach Millie, or Mike Bamonte. They're all studs, so I can't thank them enough.
You know what I like about Quinn is he's got his head on straight. This moment's not too big for him. This is not a thing where he's called lightning in a bottle. No, he's been groomed for this moment. He's been being prepared to be a big-time college quarterback his whole life, and eventually a big-time pro quarterback, just like his uncles Peyton and Eli. So this moment is not too big for him. He's a bona fide star in the making, and he's got the potential to be great. He's already shown glimpses of greatness, and you could see at the game that there's some inexperience. He held on to the ball too long and let a backside rusher get to him when he could have gotten rid of it. But his decisions in the run game to pull the ball were on point. He went through his progressions. Very seasoned young quarterback, and it's going to be fun to watch him grow in this offense. Sarkisian has it going, and he's got two good quarterbacks. He's got a friendly schedule. They're number one in the country. He's got a locker room that's united on one cause, under one banner, and it's all kind of coming together. Now, we'll say this, it is September, so let's not, what Mr. Wolf said in Pulp Fiction, I'm not going to go there, but let's not go, counting our eggs before they're hatched. I'll clean that up. So the eggs are there, and they're going to get hatched, but the Texas Longhorns have a lot of football left before we can start anointing them as the national champion. Like Michael Taft told me on Monday, it doesn't matter if they're ranked 25th, if they're undefeated, that's where they want to be, and an undefeated team is going to be the national champion. There's only going to be one team standing at the end of the day, and Texas Longhorns are definitely, unless there's something catastrophic goes down, they're going to be in the college football playoff, and if they can win the SEC, they're going to be hosting. So great times, fun times at the University of Texas. It's going to be a wild ride. We're just getting started. Only 3 games in, many more to go. Longhorns v. Louisiana-Monroe. Warhawk coming in, looking for an upset. Not going to happen. Texas going to win easily, going to cover that 44 points. It's going to be a blowout at DKR once again. Game time's at 7 p.m. We're gonna be there with Danny Davis, with Caleb Young, with our new writer David Eckhart, and with Thomas Jones, bringing you the best Longhorn coverage you can get. We got to thank Will Matthews for joining us this week. That's going to do it for episode 344 of On Second Thought. I'm Cedric Golden, and we'll see you next time.
You've been listening to On Second Thought, powered by Hookem.com. Join Ced every Thursday for a brand new episode. Archived episodes can be found on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and Google Android Play.